Welcome back. Thank you for being there. Thank you for joining us. And thank you for being there. So glad to be here. Let's see. Let's wait for the audio here. As always, my monitor on. Let's see the stuff is happening. There it is. We have good audio, so you can hear me. There you go. You can hear my words being said. And let's drink some water first. I'm gonna fry otherwise. And how's everyone doing? Well, everyone's like 1 or 2 people, I think. I don't think we have more than 2-3 people here now. We're streaming on YouTube and we're streaming on Twitch. So you can find us both places as beardscript. All right. So that's easy, right? That's simple. It's simple and easy. And okay. So today we're going to continue with the tower defense. We're going to make we're going to make a little list there to see the stuff that we've been doing and what we did and what we need to do later on. So I want to know your input about the things that we need to continue doing. So we're going to go through a little review of the stuff that we have and how's it going. And I would like to kind of look into what the goal is, where it should be in order to be released, so that once we reach the 50 followers on Twitch, we can just release it. Okay, if you agree with that. All right. So let's get the first mate out of the way. I see the people come and go from YouTube. I see those people on YouTube. I never know who's actually there, who isn't. Sometimes like 3-4 people, sometimes it's 2, and sometimes I never really know. And I always have to like subtract 1 because I am one of the people on YouTube. So, I have to subtract 1 every time. But let's have our first mate. Chica Bearscript, how's it going, mate? Uncle Bearscript, I remember, I have good memory for languages. Thanks for being there, Chica. Nice to have you there. Yeah. Also, thank you for commenting. Thank you for writing down. Thank you for just typing words in the chat. People don't realize how important that is. Just, typing words in the chat, leaving a like. If you leave a like, that really helps. Like helps a lot. Huge bunch. Like it really helps. Just leaving a like. It's a massive help. If you subscribe, if you do those things, so for everyone else subscribed, has liked the videos and done those things, all my thanks. Thank you so much. Seriously. Like, and I know some people told me like, going on Twitch and then going on and watching the rewatching the videos, like they missed like the first bit and told me like, I want to watch the first part of the video and left a like. That's amazing. And so thank you so much for doing that. And if words different than null, print throw words not defined exception. Chica going in with the programmer humor. Brilliant. All right. So today we're going to be using the I don't know if you've been here though before, Chica, like in the last few streams. I think I've seen you the last couple, maybe 2 or 3 streams, and but we've done a bunch of things. We've done quite a lot. Let me show you. I'm gonna go to the screen so you can see the stuff we've been doing. I'm gonna close everything other than this, so that because Chrome is gonna come in and make a whole mess. You know how that is, I mean, I have enough RAM now since I upgraded RAM, but I'm always, like, I don't want it to be clunky at all anytime. So we haven't had audio issues since I upgraded RAM, I think. which is a good sign, right? Maybe it was a RAM issue, you know. I think that's yeah, it's a good thing. Means maybe, you know, I can help my situation. Do code while has coffee. Make coffee. Well, if you, well, it would be, yeah. While have coffee. Do code while have coffee. Yeah. So outside, yeah, you make coffee and yeah. I see. Without the indentation, you know, it's tricky. You could think that it's something else happening there, but no, yeah. It's just getting out of the loop, but it's just, you know, sort of going back in a way, right? It's just making some kind of crazy recursion there. Looping a recursion. So I guess that's the that's sort of what's going on there. I can't see the method, the function that contains that code, but I can tell there's a recursion going on there. There's a recursion, and there is, you know, something else behind. Beautiful. All right. Let's go in. Go back to code after make coffee. Yeah, right. All right, so let's go in. I never know how many people there are on YouTube, how many people there are. It's always so confusing. The numbers here, I don't know. It's always confusing. But hey, if you're there, leave a like. Oh, I can't stand this thing. I see if I can go without glasses, I go without. I can't stand them. I really can't stand them. I can't stand the like the reflection. Whenever I'm in, like, I'll see the monitor and I see the green thing on the. I can't. Yeah, I think it's because of the UV filtering thing, but I don't know. Yeah. Good old go to lip. All right. Let's go in. Okay, let's go in. Here we go. Here we are. Okay, let's go into the thing itself. Okay. Oh, we have to have the towers. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. So we have this tower here, this teleporter tower, and so it has its point here. We can move around our little minions, and yeah. I remember there was a problem with the minions. Like if you were coming back, you see how some of them just stay there, and they fight, which is beautiful. I love how they fight. It's just amazing. Look at them fighting. Fighting, just beautiful. Just doing it, you know, fighting. You know, we can bring in a gun. The guns doesn't have enough range. The range probably ends up about here. So, yeah. But it's nice. It's nice to see them fight here like that. Oh, they're just gonna keep fighting. It's gonna keep spawning minions. We can modify the spawning, like the spawn rate. We can modify like the amount of minions that come out of the tower, and yeah, I think that's great, isn't it? It's awesome. It's just brilliant. And well, our minions are weaker than those minions, like the attacking minions. So defense minions in our case are like weaker. For nothing in particular. It's just that I think at some point we wanted to test something, and it was better. We wanted for the enemy minions to sort of kill our minions and move, to kind of keep the fight going. And yeah, so a few things I did, as you've probably noticed, like I reduced the size of the health bars because the health bars were kind of huge, so I kind of reduced them a little bit. And yeah, I think it looks good now. I think it looks okay. And I love how they spread apart. It's amazing. But sometimes, like, if it go in there and then it stop. See, I press here, and they hadn't reached, or they were about to reach, and I press here, and they stop there until I click again, and then they move. You see? This one stopped. You see? This one hadn't reached completely, and so see. Because they don't have a problem at times, but sometimes they do. It's when they're at some point where they are traveling, when they're moving towards that point, they sort of just stand there. They sort of think, oh no, can't keep moving. So I don't know. That's pretty strange, isn't it? So yeah. But yeah, I think it's interesting. What we have now is quite good. We also have the, of course, the sorry, this tower here. Let's see the tower, and let's see spawn radius. Yeah, this is the amount, like the radius at which you can spawn, which is about here. And then there's the spawn time. Let's put it about 2 seconds. So that, you know, we can see like the enemy minions sort of winning. We want to see them win for once in their life. And you see how it takes a bit more time to kind of produce the minions, and they come out one every 2 seconds. And yeah, so we bring these in here. They start fighting. That's brilliant. So a few things that we need to add. We need to add some ranged enemies. We need to add what else? We need to add ranged enemies. Oh, we need to make the tower. Yeah, the melee tower. We need to make it a tower that we can sort of. Oh, look how it's fighting here, but now it will go all the way to here. Look at that. It'll end the fight. Oh. It keeps fighting here. But it wants to come here instead of continuing to this point. So that's a problem that we have as well, right? Is that you sort of they sort of want to reach a certain point, but we don't have like checkpoints. It's the point itself, you see, and not the checkpoint. You know, there's no like really a checkpoint. It's just a thing in itself. I don't know. I'm not a fan of that. But let's make a list of things that we want to, I guess, do here. We need to add. So if you like the progress we've been doing, you know, if you want to leave a like there, I very much appreciate it, mate. And yeah, but I really like it. I think we're getting in a good direction. But yeah, we need to add the tower to the list, to towers to buy. We need to make it. We need to spread the direction of the minions, like when they come out, because these minions, we have spread their position. Like they come here. One comes here. The other one's there. The other one's here, right? But they are all coming to the same point. We're just choosing a different position within that point, but they are all one behind the other. We need to sort of spread them around a little bit. So that's what we're going to do with these ones. And yeah, we're going to do that. And something else we're going to do is we need to make the spawn point closer to the yeah, we need to take the spawn point. We need to make it part of the tower base and have it already placed there, and not really part of the tower itself. Because the tower itself, it needs to, I think, grab the spawn point from the base and use it. Because this is a design thing, right? Right now, the tower having the spawn point, it means that when you instantiate the tower, right? If you instantiate this tower here, the spawn point will be here. Because it will be related to the position of the tower, right? So, you know, you see, like this, right? So that's where the spawn point will be. So we need to make the spawn point be in the position of the let's line it up there. Yeah. We need to make the spawn point be related to, you know, to the ground, you know. I think that's better. I think that's much better. So yeah, I think that's what we should do. I would very much like that. I think it would be yeah, better approach to this. Yeah, and what else we need to do? So yeah, let's write a little MD file here. Let's just add it all here. New file. So write just write it like to do or MD. Just write it here like that, and make it so yeah, let's do things we've done, or things we need to do, and then we'll think of the things we've done. But right now we need to think of the things we need to do. And I think they are probably, we said spread attacking enemy positions. Probably with configurable. We need to make it like configurable, like have like a little number in the inspector where we can set up how spread apart we want the enemies, like how, you know, have some kind of spread factor. So configurable, some kind of factor, right, that we can sort of set up. Then we have what else we need? Yeah, the spawn point, like the give spawn tower spawn, or let's say give spawn point of spawn tower to base. Yeah, so the base looks for, so the tower looks for the spawn point in the base, and it will use it. So if we have another kind of spawn tower, it would always go and look for the spawn thing in the base itself, right? And yeah, it'll always be pointing to a certain place. We could have like a situation where we have our own spawn point, and if you have your own spawn point, so that it's more generic in the sense that if you want to have, like, say, a tower that always spawns outside, you know, has a the same spawn point that just goes out of the door and things like that. I don't know. Then you can sort of set it up in a way you want to set it up. But yeah, just for our purposes right now, let's do it this way. We'll see the rest when we come to it. We have give spawn point to tower of spawn tower to base. Then we have what else? Create ranged minions. So minions that shoot stuff, right? Because right now all the minions just fight melee. So we need some minions that shoot bullets and just stand behind it like kind of bing bing bang bang. We're probably gonna use the same ones right now, and then I'm going to look for the assets and all that. I'm just going to bring them in, but because I want to look for the right format, where I got this one, because the Quaternius one that I had, like the previous one that I downloaded, there was a problem with the file, so I had to like look for the model. I don't remember where I got it from, or what I did with it. I think I passed it through Blender first, so I need to look for it, because I think I passed it through Blender first, like Unified Materials or something like that, but I can't remember. So I'm gonna look for it. And I'm gonna get back to you. I think I re-imported a model that I had. I think it has the blends. I think Quaternius gives you the blends, and I think I got the blend and I exported it as a GLTF, because the GLTF that I had, they were missing the arms and they were missing stuff. I think that's the case. So yeah, I think that was the case. So we need ranged minions. We need spawn tower, like the spawn point of spawn tower to the base. Spread attacking enemy positions. Yeah, so really spawn positions, right? If we spread the spawn position, but that means we also need to spread the position they're going to, right, in a way. We should probably make it analogous, like the spawn position to, say, if you are the same vector, right? If you're here, right? If this is a spawn point and I'm spawning you like right here, right? The distance, like the direction with the distance, right? Direction and distance from the spawn point should be the same here as the other one, right? As in all those spawn points, like in the next spawn point. Probably with a rotation, I guess we should look for that. That's the key there, to look like if the spawn point is here, the other one's here, right? And then or the other one, say it's down here, we should probably like move it a little bit depending on the rotation, like also transport it relative to the rotation of both of them. Right, so if one is here and the other one's right straight there, they both will be in the same place. But if one is down here, right, and the spawn point was here, it should go like down here, right? It should move diagonally down as well. It's a bit confusing, I know, but it should make sense, I guess. I guess it should make sense. I don't know. Yeah, I'm also confused. So yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but I guess it should make sense. I really don't know. We should probably just try it and see how it goes, and then just change it on the go. I don't know. We could also just move the position around and make them just cross a little bit, pass a little bit, just make it a bit random, just make them go from here to here, in a bit diagonal fashion as well, right? Because I don't know, why not? So sort of spread the positions even as they move from spawn point to spawn point, right? To randomize it even more, make it look more natural, right? I guess it looks more natural when you do that kind of shit, right? That, of course, means that many of them will kind of cross paths, probably many times. But I don't know. Probably. So, all right. So we also create range minions. What else? What else? Oh, add the tower. Yeah, we need to add spawn tower to menu and system. Yeah, so this is the I think the main things we need to do now. Like, this is the immediate things that we need to do now. But we need something else, right? Because we need like the cell and buy tower things, right? It's the same we have with these ones, right? Because right now we don't have it here, right? We have the gun, cannon, energy like this, right? But we need a gun, right? We need to upgrade it. Yeah, so we need to create the upgrades. We have the ones for the upgrades, but we don't have like the actual upgrade thing. So we need to create the upgrades as well. That's included, I think, in this task. Just have the spawn tower with all the upgrades, with everything, with the menu and system. I think that's fair to add it as the same thing. So we have everything there. I guess you're very bored with this talk because everyone's left. Oh my god, everyone's left. I'm alone. Yeah. Well, something we need to do. So game design stuff. If you're really serious about making shit, then I don't know, and you unless you already know this stuff, and if you know this stuff, I think even if you know this stuff, you find it interesting. If you really want to make stuff, you'll find it interesting. Like, okay, how do we plan this? If you want to really make shit and you say like, I just want to skip, then I don't know, you can't skip steps. You can't. You just have to go through all of them, and you may do them faster, or but you still have to plan. You still have to think about the things you need to do, really think them through, and try to find a good solution for them. I think that really helps. I would say it really, really helps, but I don't know. Your choice. So yeah, I'll say stick around. But yeah, if you want to go doom scroll on TikTok, that's you. Add spawn tower to menu and system. Yeah, that's a good thing we need to do. And what else? What What else? You see, I wish you were here. I wish you were here, giving me some insight there, saying, we can do this, because now we can think about things that are like, further away in the future. Like I said, I want to think about what's the, like, how does this look? How does this have to look in order to be a publishable template? Because we need to publish this as a template, right? So what does it need to be a template? What does it need? Like, what else do we need to add here, right? Certainly there's a cleanup part here that we will need to do, like cleaning shit up, like actually going through the code and saying, okay, let's clean up the API a little bit. Let's clean up like names of things and all that. Let's make sure that everything's working fine and all that. I think that's a pretty important part of this. But yeah, I don't know. What do you say? I don't know. So yeah, if you have anything to say about this, I'd love to hear it. Otherwise, I don't know, just don't say anything. Stay there. It's so weird to do this shit, man. It's so weird to come in live. All right. So yeah, the whole friendly enemy thing. I'm kind of concerned with that. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of still bugs me. A friendly enemy. I don't know. We should probably do like a little test, like have like a little bit of a making sure that everything works, like in a sort of, oh, well, yeah. What do we need to have like a complete game? So we have waves, but we need a dynamic loading of enemies, like setting up waves, like a proper way to set up waves, right? Setting up enemy waves like that, right? And probably this means setting up not the enemy waves themselves, this is part, like the setting up the enemy waves is part of making the whole game. I think making like every, like the other aspects of the game, like well, the game itself, right? What it doesn't mean to like configure a game, to configure like hey, this is what a game looks like, like we know what the goal is, so we have a goal. We have a goal now. We can score if you cross that goal, right? You can set it up to sort of destroy something at the end. I think that there was a tower defense I played where the minions, like the little enemies, they had to go through and destroy something at the end. Like you had like a big tower at the end, and you had to like destroy that, like a fortress. And when they went to that fortress, destroy that, and if they destroy it, you lose. So it's more like it's like a tower defense, but it's also like a fortress defense in a way, right? Which is cool too, right? And yeah, so we set up the enemy waves. It's part of setting up. Sorry, setting up is scene setup, right? It's the match setup, right? So match settings. So that would be like match settings, right? I think match settings, so that we know, like we know what we want in a game. Like we need to sort of configure a game, a match, how we want it to be. Like, so say you want to create a a series of tower defense things, right? So how do you design your scenario? How do you design the match, right? You put like okay, these are going to be the enemy waves, this is the map, right? And we'll say map settings. I think it makes more sense because they're very related to the map, right? So you can set up like the map settings, and maybe you have like different levels for each map. So this is easy, this is normal, and this is hard, or something like that. And say, okay, this is going to be have this many waves, or it's going to have, you know, these sorts of enemies, things like that. Yeah, there may be enemies that can only be hit by certain towers, not by others. I don't know. I guess. Which ones? Thinking, but yeah, like flying enemies. Will flying enemies be hit by every tower? Like maybe only the energy tower can hit the flying enemies, or maybe like one of the some airborne enemies, you know, things like that. Going through. I don't know. That would be interesting to kind of test. It would be cool to explore the idea of like a hero system as well, because many of these tower defenses, they have heroes, and that's very interesting, like having like little hero that you can kind of level up, and you can like instantiate that hero there, and yeah, that's cool as well. So we can explore that later, right? Explore adding heroes. So yeah, something like a hero that you control, right? And you can, well, they'll just kill anything that's around them, but you can like move them around and make them participate in parts of the field where you really need them to be present and fighting and all that. But in general, you depend on towers. You'll be controlling the towers, making them, you know, leveling them up, and fighting with your hero, you know, bringing your hero to a certain place, and saying, you know, attack that enemy, maybe things like that. So that will require, that's cool, because that will also require like hero units, let's call them. Being a hero unit means that it's yeah, being a hero unit. I like unit more than minions. I call them minions because of, you know, League of Legends, I guess. I don't know. I guess that's why I call them minions. Because I heard that in League of Legends, I was thinking of League of Legends whenever I did this, but I don't know. I like the word units better. So you have like hero units, attacking units, defensive units. So you have like units are, you know, melee units, ranged units. I think that's much better, right? I think it's more interesting. I think it's better. Yeah, you can have like tanker units, things like that, special units, kind of, you know, yeah, or you can have units that are sort of minion automated units that you can't control, and those that you can certainly control. If you play some like Throne Rush, where you can drop in like this these little minions that come in, you know, it's just sort of teleport, sort of make them appear in a certain part of the map. Like just click there or tap there, and like I tap here, say, and they appear there, right? So instead of, say, your little minions here, they're having a bad day, and you go like, oh, they need help. Or maybe, you know, you don't have you just have a one tower here, and you want to like tap here and have your little minions be fighting these guys there, right? That'd be cool too. Yeah. Oh, one thing I haven't thought of is we can move around the position of this thing without selecting the tower, and that's wrong. Because say if we have like two towers, they have like interconnecting ranges, we would be moving both of them, like both of their spawn points at the same time. In fact, we will be moving all of these towers spawn points at the same time, always. Like, look at this. Let's duplicate this. I just want to test what I'm saying so that you can see it. Yeah, it's going to be obviously ridiculous. You'll notice it immediately. Even if they are far apart, you'll see it. Like, you see? Oh, it's even... No, look at that. It's hijacked it. It's hijacked. So everyone wants... What? You're all going to that one. Why? Yeah, like I said, I didn't take into account, like, we need to like select the tower first. We show the spawn point. Yeah, so we need to like fix spawn point. Yeah, so we need to fix the spawn point in general. Yeah, so probably we should probably focus on the spawn point first, like doing the actual spawn point thing, because before we add the tower itself, because this is, I think this should be like one of the first things we do. So, but before we do this, I think we need to give the spawn point we need to fix the spawn point stuff. So we give the spawn point, and then we need to make spawn point movable if tower is selected, and visible. So movable and visible if tower is selected, because we want to make it yeah, let's say visible and movable. I think it makes more sense, right? Visible and movable if tower is selected, because we don't want the tower like moving around, like the spawn point moving around, unless we are selecting the tower, right? Because I mean, it doesn't make any sense, does it? So I think that's part of adding it as well. Like, I think that's also part of making it part of the system, because once we add it to the system, we can click it. So we needed some sort of way to do that. I guess we could first do this, and with this we can start, like, we'll first add the tower to the menu system so that we can buy it, and through buying that tower we can like go in and start looking for the yeah, we can go into, like, we buy the tower, right? And yes, add spawn tower to the menu. So we buy the tower and we start testing our you know, our point, our spawn point thing, right? Where we need to select the tower, but we can't really select the tower now because it's not part of anything really. It's not part of the system. I don't think we can click on it. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, we're clicking on the base. We're clicking on the base there. Yeah, the tower, this is not part of the, yeah, this is not part of anything. So here you see, like, this is part, like, this is the actual tower here. And when we click on that, we're clicking on the base, actually. It's the base doing stuff. So we're actually always clicking on the base. We're not really clicking on the tower. We're clicking on the base. That's the actual thing we're clicking on. But yeah. Oh, right. This is also the other problem, right? Yeah, when I duplicated it, I was moving the spawn point. Like, the spawn point that we were moving was 1, because I duplicated it. I forgot about this problem, right? That the spawn point was always the same. Spawn point was always the same. So if we duplicate this again, right? Let's see, right? So this doesn't keep, like, the object 3D. Right, we duplicated this one. So this one here, in this component, has a reference to this object here, right? This spawn point, not to its own spawn point. Because this is meant to keep the references of objects that could be, like, part of another system. I should probably do, like, a little discrimination there inside within the engine to say, like, if it's within me, like if the object is a child of the, you know, of the object being duplicated, maybe we should like change that. But hey, yeah, it's a bit of overhead on top of duplication, but it's doable, I guess. To sort of look for the same thing, like if it's a child, we should probably look for the child that is equivalent to it. Like when we duplicate it, we'll look into it, like keep a reference, and I do it. It's one of those things within Rogue Engine that are really complicated to do, because it means that you have to like keep references when you're doing like something else. and you have to keep those references, moving them around. And it's a mess. It's a mess, and it can break. It's one of those things that just can easily break, because it's one of those entanglement things. Kind of complicated moving objects around like that. But yeah, in this case, we need to bring in our spawn point, which is, oh, fucking hell, no. Yeah, here. Yeah, there you go. They have people here. Oh, we have people. Yeah, we have people here. Yeah, some people we have. Yeah. Say hello in the chat, by the way, eh? Say hello in the chat. Don't leave me alone. Yeah, don't leave me alone. Say something. Say, hey, welcome. No, I say welcome. You say, hello, I'm here. You know, and I say, hey, welcome. Okay, so the problem with this thing, so if I move it around here now, like, let's bring it here, there. So now, okay, this one has its own thing and this one has its own thing, but you see how they will see, like, this one will move to its max amount and this one will keep, you see, they're both moving at the same time. That's what I was saying today, right? So yeah, we shouldn't allow that. So let's move this a little bit here. Yeah, doesn't matter anyway, because we're going to make it. Yeah, we're going to. Yeah, we're going to turn this into a proper tower. Yeah. Let's save this and. Oh, we have Edios here. Nice to be here, and I will be a cheer on for you. Thanks, mate. Thanks for the cheer, mate. Thanks for cheering on, mate. Yeah, we definitely need some cheering up here. We need more of that, because this is just, you know, it's. I think it's been mostly just me talking to myself most of this time. I can see how streamers go crazy, you know. They totally go nuts talking to themselves for a long time. And then when they reach a certain audience, they're already mad. They're already crazy. So this is like, for me, it's like a deep study into, you know, how streamers go, you know, nut jobs. Like they go into, they turn into complete nut jobs. And I think I'm experiencing it right now. You know, it's like it's a live test, live experiment. It's terrible, mate. So yeah, it's not fun. It's not fun, definitely. When it's like when you're sort of thinking, am I talking to myself or not? When I just let go and just do stuff, it's very fun. And when there's people, and you know there's people, I think it's more fun. But then when there's nobody, it's like, if you start questioning if there's people there, you start not having fun, I guess. I don't know. So you just have to not think about it, I guess. I don't know. It's confusing, man. All right, so yeah, let's keep going. So we have a little to-do list here. So we need to add spawn tower and menu system. So let's do the menu system stuff and let's add a spawn tower there. All right. So how do we do that? To remember how I did it, it should be simple, because I mean I did this so simple that it was stupid simple. But let's do it in a proper way. We need to remember. Let's just need to remember how. I guess that will be interesting. So we have our tower base. Yeah, the UI tower base. We have the ADO saying, I got this recommendation for sure, because I started learning JavaScript recently. So this advanced stuff I am saying here, but I will stay and cheer. Thanks, mate. Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't be too hard. You'll see. I'll try and make it as simple as I can, mate. Try and make it as simple as I can. Basically, here was just doing HTML, right? This is HTML. This is a container. It's an HTML container. You see the HTML div element, just giving it a style left and just saying that this ternary expression. It just means that if we have something here, right, do this. Otherwise, we do this, right? And this is just the this is something that the engine gives you. That is a view X of a touch, right? So this is how you get the touches. You say, okay, input touch, and touches come in an array. So you have like the 0 touch. 0 is like the first touch, the one you get with one finger. So this is saying, okay, if we have a touch, give me the view X of that touch. So is the view in the X in X axis of the screen, right? And then it says, okay, but if we don't have a touch, right? So saying, okay, if we have touch, I want the view X of a touch. Otherwise, just give me the mouse view X, right? And we use that, we add pixels at the end because this is just a measure, this is just a number. And if you add a number in a string, it turns it into a string. So here, you know, we're saying left equals whatever number comes out of these ternary plus pixels plus bx. So you get, you know, you get that. We do the same with top. So it's top and left. It's doing the same as you would do with CSS, but doing it programmatically so that, you know, we can control it. We can keep control of it. Sort of that, you know. So it looks kind of complicated, but it's actually quite simple, right? If it was too complicated, you know, you would need to be like a PhD or something to do it, I guess. I don't know. But I'm no PhD, mate. I'm no PhD. So you see, I'm not a genius. But yeah, you know, it's just about a little persistence. You'll make it, man. You'll be able to make it, I'm sure. If I'm here streaming, mate, you can do anything. You believe it. So it's just manipulating DOM. Exactly. Nice. Yeah. Exactly that. Exactly. That's what we're doing. It's just manipulating the DOM here. See, we're getting elements, you know, by their IDs here, just, you know, it's just that, and giving the text context and saying, okay, just give me the cost, the upgrade cost to string. So, you know, just to add it here, right? What's funny is that you see how I told you the plus thing, right? So instead of to string, you could just do like plus this, and it's the same. That's cool, right? But this is more semantic in it. Well, but that's a fun fact. The fun fact for anyone starting to learn JavaScript. I guess it's one of those things. Look at that. And this is TypeScript, but as you can see, even if it's TypeScript, you see the types here and all that. But this is as much TypeScript as you can see in this class. I think you have barely any TypeScript, only this typeset here. So I try to keep the TypeScript always simple because I don't like the TypeScript being, you know, just overwhelming. I don't like TypeScript to dictate my code. I always try to remember that this is JavaScript at the end of the day, and TypeScript should be there to kind of help me out and not to be a nuisance. So, you know, whenever it's helping, fantastic. That's what I want out of TypeScript. When it's helping, it's super helpful. So, you know, it's always a matter of not being dogmatic about it, you know, and remembering that it's only always JavaScript. JavaScript is a thing, right? Well, that's a good one as well. That's another good advice, I think. I would have loved for someone to tell me that when I was learning JavaScript. Yeah, and I was scared of TypeScript. I can remember those days. Yeah, I hated TypeScript. TypeScript. Yeah, I remember it. I would growl at it. So yeah, I was just having them pointed down to this. We're saying when you hit and pointed down to the sell button, we sell. So and what we're doing here is we're passing in the onSell function. So this class has an onSell function that we can set. So when we create this UI tower menu thing, right? When we instantiate this one, we can set an onSell. We can like give the onSell button a function like this, right? So we can call that function. So we can set this function from anywhere we want, right? So say if we have like different towers and have like different sell functions. So this is like you would do override in other kind of like, yeah, it's not the same, but kind of like you would do override in other programming languages, I guess. You can override by default in JavaScript. You can kind of just everything, in JavaScript. So here you have like I guess this is a fancier way of doing it. I don't know. Everything's it's a field. So, a function is basically just a field like that. So by putting it in this way, you can say, okay, just give me a function to do when you sell something, and we're just going to call that whenever you sell something, And on upgrade, whenever you upgrade something, give me something to call, and we'll call that. So we just set that function somewhere. So that's a pretty interesting one. And that's what we're doing there. And in the let's see, in the game logic. In the game logic, what are we doing in the game logic? What are we doing in the game logic? Because I need to remember how we're actually setting up the tower. I don't remember how we're setting it up, but I'll remember. I will remember. I'll survive to this. So so we have, let's bring in oh no, that's a test component. This is a test component that I did to try the new I need to not default to selecting this. This is annoying, but yeah, I did this to kind of test these things. The how do you call them, the folders of the components. This is an interesting one. The groups, they're very new. These are very new additions. Yeah, so this is just a test component. I don't know why it's still there, but it's still there. But yeah, this is how it looks, right? So the base is basically just, it's just an object, right? It's nothing, there's nothing fancy about it. It's just an object, right? It's just a thing that we have there. And something that we need to do with it is we are bringing in, when we click on a base, let's see, where's the scene here, right? Game logic. So here we have base towers. So these are the base towers. These are the towers that we have to add, right? So yeah, we need to add them here. We need to add our tower here. We call it spawn tower, I guess. Because we call it barracks. We call it barracks because we want it to be generic, I guess. But is it generic to call it barracks? I don't know. Oh, confusing, isn't it? Oh, naming shit is you're learning JavaScript, but actually, what you need to learn is the name stuff. Like, I mean, you want to name a baby, you just think, okay, it's a boy. Is you gonna call it Joseph? Or is you gonna call it, I don't know, Pepe or something? How are you gonna call it? Whatever you want to call the baby. When it's a girl, you want to call her, something like, I don't know, Priscilla or something, some weird name. But if you want to name a class, how the fuck you name that class? It's just getting, it's just getting all my nerves. Just want to name a class, and you go totally mad, absolutely mad, mate. It's like just naming shit, mate. Why is it so hard? It should be just give a name to something. Just give it a name, and it's just a name, right? No, it's just confusing. You just want to think of a name. You can't, you can't. So we call it spawn tower. What's it even spawning? It's spawning minions. So we call it spawn unit spawner, barracks. We call it barracks. Fuck all. Is it barracks with CK? I don't know. English is not my mother language, so forgive me for my mistakes. We're just gonna call it barracks. It's just gonna pray for it. It's just gonna say that it's fine. And oh my god. And we're gonna bring in the barracks prefab. This is just a prefab that we built. This is the same thing as this thing here. So we're just grabbing the prefab file and we're just adding it there. It's just prefab file. You see here. This one here. Yeah, there it is, right? So we just call it barracks. And what else? Yeah, we just added that here to our list, or base towers list. This is just in our by the way, game logic, if you're new to Rogue Engine, you add that like this. Your base towers is said props map prefab like this, right? So it's just saying using this decorator for a property in the class, and you just, you know, this is just TypeScript, just the type, just to remember like what we want for it. But basically, you know, it's just, this is just a property like that, right? But this is basically just saying we're mapping with a string, right? So it's in barracks equals whatever prefab you want there, right? So it's just accepting prefabs in the map here, right? So it's a name string and then the prefab there. So that's what it is. And then the wave, yeah, we're gonna change this to here. Well, at least the wave. The waypoints, I don't know, but the wave thing, yeah, this is wrong. This is just something we have right now. It's just a momentary thing, a momentary lapses. We need right now just a temporary way of doing things. We're gonna use some kind of configurator for it. Right now, it's just okay like that, right? It's just right now. I mean, this is ugly. This is ugly. It's just a list. This is just a regular list. You can't set up like the labels. It's just telling you, you know, just add shit, and it's 0, 1, 2. This is just an array. But yeah, so we're adding the barracks there. Barracks 1 is a barracks tower. Now we need to check, where do we have yeah, tower values. Here you go. So first thing we do here is say barracks. We need to use the same name we used where we set it up, barracks. We're gonna say, okay, well, this is the values, like the prices of the tower, right? So we're gonna call this, we can say it's what is it, like the cannon. So the gun is 70, the energy one's 90. So we'll say it's 90, this one, right? We'll say it's 90. Say 160. So it's the same values as the 380. Says 380, right? So we need to use same values as the other ones. And I like to add a comma at the end because I'm mean like that. Okay, wait, we have what else we have here? We have nice. Someone's laughing. I don't know why. Something I said probably. And we have whoa saying Abdullah Al Mamun. How's it going, mate? Abdullah Al Mamun, I guess that's the name. How's it going, mate? Thank you for being there. And we have Edios here. Sorry, I can't see for shit. Ediosas. How's it going, mate? I think it's Ediosas or Ediosas. It's like the whole name. Is like a full name, or is it a composed thing? Let me know, mate. Let me know. But yeah, Sean from Twitch, YouTube chat too slow. All right, mate. All right. So it's you. Naming can be crazy for sure. It is. Oh, it's the same. Edios is Ediosas. Okay, I get. Yeah, I get it now. I should have known that. Yeah. Naming can be crazy for sure, especially when things keep on coming up. Yes. You think you have something figured out, you name it something, and then it turns out to be something else, and then you want to rename it, and you don't know. So, you know, it's complicated business. Just naming shit, and I think it's one of the most complicated stuff in programming languages. It's just naming your own stupid variables. What are you going to name it now? What does it do? And you have to think, what's this method doing? And then you're building an API that someone else has to use. It has to be sort of intuitive. And you end up confusing everyone. Like, what's this doing? I don't know. So, yeah. Programmer problems. I guess, you know, it's just nerd issues. Just call it. Yeah, nerd issues. That's the kind of shit that nobody cares about, right? Nobody's thinking about that. They're using the software right there. Is everyone going on Instagram and thinking, playing around and thinking, well, everyone developer going about it thinking, how am I going to name this stupid variable to just share a stupid picture? And you know, so you're not thinking about that. You're not thinking about that. Yeah, nobody's thinking. Nobody thinks about developers. Nobody thinks about nerds. Okay, it's an alarm. Car alarm going on. Okay. So we have the barracks here. We need to give it the same name that we gave it in the base towers map that we have over here. So we have the barracks there. We just added there. Yeah. We need a better way to do this. I know. Thank you for letting me know. I know we need a better way for this. Thank you. So this is the way for now. I promise we'll fix it. I promise. Says as he runs away. Yeah. So yeah, this is a sale multiplier. So this is how much we are going to receive for selling them, I guess. Either 30% or 70%. I don't know how you said. I don't remember. But somewhere around here, I said that get sale value is going to be tower value by the sale multiplier. Okay, so is that the amount we're getting, or is it the amount we're selling it for? That's sale value. I guess that's the amount we're selling it for. Okay. He loses 30%. It's like, I guess it's it's the opposite of a car. It loses like 70% as you take it out of the garage for the first time. So selected tower, yeah, that's okay. Yeah. So, okay. We have the barracks there, we have the thing, but we need to know, okay, when we're instantiating it now, we need to set the upgrade thing and all that. Let's see if we can instantiate it now. Okay, so let's remove this from here. Yeah, let's remove it from here. I think that's okay. We can say, okay, play. Oh, right, we need to add it in the menu. Right. Cannot set properties of null saying text content. Oh, yeah, we need to, is there something missing here? Okay, let's look at it. Because there's something here we have done wrong. Where? Ah, so it's in the menu, right? Because it's going through all of them. Yeah, so we need to add one to the menu. Oh, right, we need to add it to the tower thing. Right, okay, I remember. So we have the HTML files here. All right, we added HTML files, like proper HTML files that we're loading. In our, we have this UI tower base. This is our UI tower base and UI tower, right? And these two are just calling HTML components. This one's calling the UI tower base component. This one's calling the UI tower HTML files. Sorry. You'll understand my language, what I'm trying to say. So basically, what they do is, here you go. You have UI tower here. These are the actual things that are grabbing the HTML. So you can see UI component here. So this one's getting the HTML from that URL, and it's saying, grabbing the text of the file, grabbing the actual text of the file, and then the UI tower thing. There's the UI tower one, so the menu for the tower, right, and the menu for the base. So this is the one that when you show it, right, so let me show you. This is the menu for the base, and this is the menu for the tower, right? One upgrade and sells, and the other one buys towers, right? One selects the tower, and the other one upgrades and sells a tower like that. So we have a problem because we don't have like the we're not finding. This is not finding a new tower thing, right? So we need to create one here. Just need to add it like that. We just copy paste it and say here, barracks. Yeah, we just call it barracks button, barracks value, and yeah, I think it's doing it automatically. I don't remember, but I think it's doing it automatically. Yeah, it's a lowercase, it's a lowercase name plus button and the lowercase key plus value. So it's doing it automatically like that, you see? So we click here and now we should find it. There you go. It should buy our barrack there. There you go. So we have barracks. We can't upgrade it because or sell it because we don't have the upgrade or sell stuff. So yeah, we need to add it. Oh, sorry. There's a Misale. How's it going, mate? Hey, new to the stream. Are you making a tower defense of some sort? Yes, mate. Yes, we're making a tower defense. We're making a very nice tower defense that we're supposed to, I guess, turn into a template for you to create your own tower defense. That's the point, right? That's the point, is that not that I'm making a tower defense, but the point is that I'm creating the systems for you to be able to create a tower defense with this, right? So I'm going to publish it. My goal is to get to 50 followers on Twitch. And as I get to 50 followers on Twitch, I'll publish this as a open source, as a template to make tower defenses, right? So within Rogue Engine, of course, right? So I mean, well, you can grab the systems, I guess, the Three.js parts and use it in something somewhere else. But yeah, it's basically a template for you to make a tower defense. That's the idea behind it. Wow, we have a bunch of people on YouTube. Look at that. Say hello, YouTube people. What's up? What's going on? YouTube sort of said, hey, let's bring a bunch of people here tonight, you know? Crazy. But more people are commenting from Twitch. That's a crazy thing, right? There's a bunch of people on YouTube. I see like 12 people. Oh my God. I think it's most people I've ever seen on YouTube here. And there's like, nobody's commenting from YouTube. So people are going to think you're all bots. I want to see, who are you? Why are you here? What are you doing here? Tell me about you. Tell me what kind of, what kind of color underwear? What's the color of your underwear? Just something very personal, so I know you're not a bot. A bot wouldn't answer that because we said, I don't wear underwear, so, something like that. I got dragged in from YouTube for a real-time chat. I'm funny. I'm being for real. I'm being for real. I don't know if I'm funny. That's great. That's great. I'm still learning stuff about Rogue Engine. Thank you. It's just join. If you want to learn about Rogue Engine, go into you can watch this live streams. I'm gonna be using Rogue Engine all the time. The live streams to do them twice a week. We come here on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and you can come here and we're gonna be watching. We're gonna be doing stuff together. Also, if you have any questions, I always answer your questions before I keep working. This is like, your questions are more important than anything. This is just an excuse. So yeah, just you're welcome to answer questions, to ask questions. Yeah. Well, if you want to answer questions, just answer them. So says what is with the underwear? Yeah, well, I don't know. I think robots don't have underwear, right? So if you were a boss, you wouldn't know how to answer the underwear question, right? Just tell me. I guess, I don't know. That's something very unexpected. Like a curveball for a bot, right? The bot's not expecting, tell me what color's your underwear. The bot will be looking like, what are you talking about? I don't have underwear. So you didn't go in commando, or you're a bot. One of the two, I guess. I don't know. I'll discard. I'll just say that you're a bot. Yeah. I think I'm a bot. Okay. That's good. So we all know you're not wearing any underwear. That's fantastic. The point is, do you have pants on with the underwear, without underwear, but with pants on, or you just, just full on, balls on the chair, that's another thing, right? Or something else. Sorry, I said balls, but it could be something else. It could be, stuff genital just on the chair directly. This, I don't know. I try to avoid that. I try to avoid that. I don't want anything just hanging on the chair there. But yeah, we need what else do we need here? We need so we added it. Yeah, we just need the upgrade. We need the upgrade. So where's the upgrade? Where's the upgrade? Let me show you the upgrade. So barracks 2. Let me show you how you do upgrades. Okay, here. So we have barrack 1, barrack 2, and barrack 3. You see how it gets bigger like that? You see, because it's level 1, level 2, and level 3, right? So this is like more powerful. I don't know why it's more powerful as barrack, but I don't know. I guess, you know. So we have this one that has, we have some settings for each one of them. So we have spawn time, we have the max spawn, right? So in this case, for this one, we have spawn time is 0.5. So we could make him stronger, like 1, 2, and 3. We can make him like 2 and 3, make him stronger compared to 1, based on like the spawn time, things like that. Or we can actually make the minions themselves, like the minion prefabs, we can make those stronger. So like it spawns better minions, it spawns different kinds of minions, one more minion, I guess, I don't know. But for now, let's just make them this one's 0.5. So let's make this max spawn 3, assembly gap 3. This assembly gap is fine. Max spawn, let's say 3 for this. Let's say max time, let's say this one has 2 seconds for each one, like barracks 1, and or maybe 2.5. And let's make like this one goes like, once you upgrade the first time, you get like 2.5, and then you get this one has like 2 seconds. So let's do that for now. Okay, let's do that for now. I think that's enough. But then you have the upgrade prefab. So barracks 1, right? Barracks 1 will upgrade to barracks 2. Okay, so we need to grab the barracks 2 prefab and use it in barracks 1, right? And then we say barracks 2, it will upgrade to barracks 3. So we bring it here, right? So that's like barracks 1 upgrades to that, barracks 3 upgrades to, this one upgrades to barracks 3, and this one has no upgrade because it's the last one. So if it doesn't have anything there, you know, it doesn't have any upgrades. So what we do is we say update them like that. So we come here, we can update them. This is one way to update your prefabs. You can bring them like this, just drag and drop them in your thing here. Another way to do this is, which I always forget to do. I sometimes, like when I'm editing multiple prefabs, I find it easy to do it this way, but you can actually just open them, like double click them, and you can open them like in this editor, where you can, you can play around with them. So you can open like the different prefabs in this dedicated editor. You can just save and exit like this, and you go away, and so you bring it back, and it's there, the way you put it. So that's also a pretty new feature that we have. That I think you will appreciate if you've been using Ruby for a while, or you haven't used it for a while and you see it now, you're like, oh, nice. I don't have to be, dragging and dropping my objects to kind of test them out. That's an interesting one. So, yeah, if you like the new features, give it like that. By the way, if you stay all the way to the end, I'll have an announcement to make. I'll probably give an announcement. But you need to like the video. You need to like the video, or follow me on Twitch and all that. I have an announcement to make. It's a good announcement. I'll make the announcement, and but you have to like the video and all that. Okay? Come on, let's go. It's a first part of an announcement. It's the first part of an announcement. But I promise it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be nice. All right. So let's go. Let's give it a like. And what's funny is that I don't even know. I can't even speak. I don't even know if you're liking the video, because I can't see, I don't have like a like monitor or anything like that. I can't see if you're liking the video. I have like this dodgy thing that tells me like there's a bunch of people here, but I can't see if you're liking the video. I can't see it. Misala saying, would you recommend learning TypeScript over JavaScript? Because I came from JS. I would not recommend learning TypeScript if you don't know JavaScript. I would say that it's good to go through JavaScript and understand very well how JavaScript works before you venture into TypeScript. I love TypeScript, and I think TypeScript is fantastic. I think TypeScript is like the it's a very empowering tool if you don't let it be constrained. It's just that restrained for your creativity. If you actually use it in a way that is just as a help for you, it's super helpful, and it can really be a like a weight off your mind. It'll take a weight off your mind for many things, many errors that you can commit, that you sort of, okay, this is not a problem for you anymore. So I think that's what TypeScript is. But you need to really know what you're doing with JavaScript. So you either use TypeScript and learn with TypeScript, but using JavaScript. You see, really trying to understand how JavaScript work. But I'd say the best way to, if you're learning still learning JavaScript, I would say try to learn the basic, the most fundamental things. Try to learn how to mutate objects and how you can do all kinds of BS with JavaScript. Learn, try to make like a system with JavaScript and upgrade it, like add stuff to it, and you'll find the problems that you'll find problems, and you'll see like where the system is sort of bugging you, and then try to do the same, like try to add TypeScript to that system, and you'll see where it's helping you and where it's not. So you have to find your own balance, I guess, and like I always say to people, don't be dogmatic. It's not a religion, it's not like you have to now pray to JavaScript or TypeScript God or something. It's just a tool. So don't be dogmatic about it. Don't be crazy about it, and because people usually go crazy, they go TypeScript comp. No, is it kind of like a dictator or something? It's like no, just don't be like that. It's just a fucking language. It's like Spanish. No, man, it's a language. Fucking hell. Just learn the ones that you need for the job or the tool, and then just do that, do that. Oh my god. Yeah. So learn the language, learn JavaScript. That was what I would do. Learn JavaScript. Then that's what I did. Yeah, and add some other languages. So learn some other language, learn some other stuff. So learn how other languages do the same stuff. And it's just I'm not saying go in and build a whole system with another language, but it's just learning. It's just doing one or two things. It's doing like, I don't know, grabbing a language and just say, okay, I'm gonna do a hello world with Ruby, and see oh nice, look at Ruby, look how Ruby does things. And so you have also a different perspective on languages. Grab C and program a little microcontroller or something. I don't know. That's always a nice thing to do. Just sort of exploring software development outside of your comfort zone, outside of the things that you usually do. I think it's a healthy thing to do, mostly when you're learning from ground up, I guess. I don't know, but I mean, if you're already coming from somewhere else, well, then that advice is totally invalid, I guess. You already know some other stuff and you're going into JavaScript. So in that case, that would be be open-minded with JavaScript, because you need to be open-minded with JavaScript, I guess. Saying good advice, thank you. There are still some people trying to code in assembly language today and living their life. There are definitely people doing that. I still consider myself on the beginner side in JavaScript. I mostly just use it for generative art and some simulators, though. I mean, whatever you do with it, always, I guess, keep curious and don't skip the fundamentals. Like just learning how the language works from the ground up, like from the deep end stuff. The stuff that's very on the deep end. I think that's the most important part. Once you learn that, like structurally how the language works, I guess you get some nice things like, like maybe you get an idea about something you want to build, and that comes from some knowledge that you have that is obscure knowledge and nobody pays attention to. So that's cool, right? Try to see how the bundlers work, for instance. That's cool shit. That's cool stuff. Like just seeing how a bundlers does everything. The bundlers are black magic. But yeah, I would say, just going into just running into code bases and seeing how they do things. It's cool as well. Yeah, I like to do that sometimes. Let's say kind of grounding myself and okay, this is how people are writing software other than myself, somewhere else in some other code base. That's interesting. Yeah. Alrighty. So can we upgrade the towers now? Yeah, we should be able to. So we hit play, we come here, we say barracks, and we hit upgrade, and we upgrade it, and we hit upgrade again, and we upgrade it, and that's it. We have like a, oh my god, no, it's not stopping. Yes, what's going on? It just keeps spawning. Yeah, it's starting to crackle down. Yeah. Oh, we had an error. Okay, let's see what happened. We had some kind of error here, and probably some error that started a loop of things just going indefinitely. Spawn the canal properties of undefined. Get world position. Where was that? Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, because it wasn't. So it was trying to spawn. I see. So it was trying to spawn when the tower was gone, right? Because see what happens. Oh, right. This is an interesting thing we hadn't taken into account. That, look at this. When a tower gets upgraded, it's a different tower. So the minions are different minions, right? So when we upgrade the tower, like when we upgrade a barrack, we need to reassign. We need to either reassign the minions that are there, or we need to kill those minions and respawn new minions, right? Either make them spawn normally from the tower itself, or we make them spawn in replacement of the other minions wherever they are. So if you have like 3 minions on the ground, they get replaced with new minions. Like I remember how Throne Rush does that. But yeah, that's interesting because see what's happening. Like when hit play here, right? So we add the barracks here, right? And minions are coming out. Right, 1, 2, and 3. Every 3 seconds, a minion will come out, right? So, and when one gets killed, 3 seconds and one will come out. But if we upgrade this, right? Now, what's going on? You see? It gets crazy. So, yeah, something about user data. Let's see the first error that comes up. What we'll do is we'll clean this shit up. We'll clean this up, and we'll look at the error specifically the moment the error comes up. So just to see exactly where we're failing there, we'll make them all come out, and there you go. There you go. Now we upgrade, and we see the error pop out. Okay, so let's go see the error here. Okay, where's the first error popping out? Use data. Okay, what's going on? Use data row tags. Oh, we're looking for the tags. We're looking for the minions with the tags. So we're saying add object. This is within the package. Because we're doing attach. All right, yeah. Okay. We're doing add object there. We're doing the update there. We're moving the assembly point. Oh, right. We tried to move the assembly point and the tower was gone. So that's the first error that pops out. Look at that. Interesting. All right. So I'm thinking everyone on YouTube is a bot. Everyone on YouTube must be a bot. I mean, there can't be 13 people and nobody's commenting. Nobody's saying hello. Just say hello. I'll say something. I don't know. It's weird. What? How are they like 13 people and nobody's even saying Nothing. Are you like... You're all bots. I think you're all bots. Are you all bots? Let's see. Does this video have any... How many likes does this video have? Let's see. See how many likes there are. Because then we'll see. Are you at least liking this video? Have you given this video any likes? Then we'll know what's going on, you see? 7 likes, okay. But there are 13 people. I know. Sus. Very sus. Very sus. Smells bad. Smells bad. I don't know. And we know one of those... And yeah, and we know... there's 2 people. Yeah, we have 2 people here. And one of those people says Misela. So Misela is watching on YouTube too. It has one on YouTube as well. Although Misela is on Twitch. But then we have 13 people on YouTube. There's 2 people on Twitch. Like it's a sad thing on Twitch. Like always, Twitch is like this sad event. And then we have like, you know, it's a very private, let's call it a private reunion. A private reunion of people, you know, private meeting where we have like a bunch of people just meeting there. And then we have 13 people on YouTube and nobody's saying a thing. I am thinking someone's either sending me bots and you all are just bots. That's what I think right now. Unless some of you like say, hello, I'm not a bot, you know. We know that one of you is Misela, so that we know that. The rest of you, who are you? Who are you? Just tell me. I'm not a bot. I'm a human being. Just say that. Just say that. You know, so I know you're not a bot. What's your name, Robert? What's your business here? What are you trying to do to me? All right, so this is something we need to solve. Let's add it to the list, okay? Let's add it to the list first because we want to have it on the list. We don't have it in the list. Could we say this is resolved? Yeah, we could say this is resolved. Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. Yeah. It's called resolved. But we need to resolve the no, next there. We need to make sure that we fix the problem that we have with the upgrades. Yeah. Fix minion reassignments on spawn tower upgrade. Yeah. Upgrade. No, upgrade. Oh, fuck. Oh, can't even write. Am I even someone who can write? Oh my god. Am I even capable of writing 2 words? Ah. All right. We lost 3 people on YouTube. Some people have left YouTube. Were they human or were they bots? We still have no response from the people of YouTube. I'm starting to get scared. This is not normal behavior from human beings. This is not normal. Something's wrong here. Something's wrong. Either someone has 10 PCs out there just with 10 different streams, 10 devices, let's call it 10 devices, you know, the phone, the tablet and the TV and their computer and whatever they have. Some Arch Linux user like myself, you know, well, this is Windows here, right? But I double boot Arch, by the way. Yeah. YouTube person, if you are using Arch, you should let us know in the chat because you are an Arch user. And that's what Arch users do. You tell us that you're using Arch. So you should come here and scream that you're using Arch right now. 5 devices from Eddie and me. That's sus. That's sus. That's sus. I don't know. Honestly, I'm designing an app on Figma right now. I'm finding it hard to close this stream. Like, if you're having fun with this, you know, you're probably the fun guy at the parties, you know, because you have your fun, you have easy fun, you know, easy fun. I like that. I like that. You know, you have fun with anything, right? This is just one of those things, right? Oh no, I pressed the wrong button there. Yeah, it's just, you know, going from Control S to FNS and then forgetting that you haven't really pressed Control S. That's a bad one. That's a bad one. That's why the visual cues are very nice for the UI, right? Because for the UX, because you can actually see if you have if you have actually saved or not. It's 3:43 a.m. right now in my area. I should sleep. Oh my god, that's late. Yeah, that's late. Yeah, mate. Go to bed. You watch on the phone. Watch on the phone. Just, you know, and oh, I can't see shit on the phone probably. I don't know, unless you have like one big screen on a tablet or something. I don't know. I guess I can't watch streams on a phone though. I've tried, but it's like it's like different. I don't know. It creeps me out. So, but yeah, I don't know. You know, when you leave, it's gonna be one person on Twitch. It's gonna be one less stream on YouTube. I'm probably some of the people on YouTube will say, "Hey, you know, is this real? Like, is this what's going on here? You know, working remotely ain't easy. This is like having a college around for me." This is why I have to wear glasses. A college around for me. I'm like, what's going on? No, a colleague around for me. Yeah. This is a very annoying colleague though, right? Just talking to you all the time. Just saying, this is what I'm doing. Look. Watch me work. It's a very annoying colleague. I'm the worst colleague you can get right now. Yeah, I guess it for me as well. It's like having a bunch of people there just working in I mean, we're few enough people to feel like an office, like a very noisy office where I'm trying to be the center of attention. You know, I'm trying to make everyone look at what I'm doing. It's just look at my screen. I'm projecting it there on the TV. Just watch it. It's just watching me do stuff. It's just not keep doing what don't keep doing what you're doing. Just watch me, okay? So we need to fix the minion reassignment and spawn tower upgrade, but we have done the spawn upgrade, the tower upgrade thing. The thing is, I think if we resolve the no. I was thinking if we resolve the spawn point thing first, that could be something, but the one problem that I see here is that the menus are interfering with the click on the tower, right? So say I come here, right? And when I click there, this changed positions. This was supposed to be here. And it changed positions. So we know that our click is affecting things there. You see I click there and the thing just went up there. So that shouldn't happen. So we need to make sure that we're not allowing, like, we need to disable the mouse clicks. We need to disallow the mouse clicks when we have a menu open, I guess. The towers, yeah, we need to disallow the tower stuff when the menu is open, so that we can well, not every menu though, not every menu, because if we select the tower, because remember, we need to make sure that when we select the tower, right now the tower, if it's there, it's just gonna let you click anywhere. It's doing it on mouse down. Maybe we should do it on mouse up. Maybe that's the solution. Yeah, maybe do it on mouse up, and maybe that fixes everything. I don't know. Let's just fix the world. Let's try it out. Let's try it out. Why not? Right? Why the hell not? Just let's do spawn tower. Let's come here. What are we doing? The thing. We're saying raycast here on view select. Yeah, we have this input here. Let's say instead of this, let's do input mouse. We can disable it. We could disable it if we're hitting the menus. But let's think about this for a second, okay? Is mouse button left mouse button up. There you go. Let's use this and let's see what's happening there, because this happens on button down. So we click here and there you go. But we click up and it changes positions. So we click here and we click again, and it changes position. Yeah, that's not working really. It's pointless. Yeah. Yeah, let's disable it. So whenever we have, like, when we open that menu, when we clicking on one of these things, we need to disable the tower. We need some kind of signal here to disable the tower, because we can't really have our towers, like, we can't have the menus interfering with what we're doing on the scene, right? So we need some kind of mode here, some kind of menu mode, something like that. It was nice being here. I might just watch the VOD later. Have a good stream. Thanks, mate. Thanks, Misule. Nice to have you here. By the way, where you at? Tell us where you're at. That is 3:43 a.m. That's very late to be watching a stream, mate. That's very late. I know I've been guilty of that. Time and time again. Maybe not watching a stream, but doing all the shit. Yes, absolutely. In the UK here, it's 10 to 9 p.m. in Liverpool. I'm from Asia, so it's pretty late. Yeah. And the farther you are from Asia, yeah, it's just gonna get later and later, eh? But yeah, have a good night, mate. Have a good night, and yeah, it's watch it. You can watch it later. You've watched a good portion of it, though. I'm gonna be leaving in about 10 minutes, so it's fine. You're not missing a lot. You're not gonna miss a lot. And I'll do a little bit of a rundown of the things we've done next one. So have a good night, mate, and thank you for being there, and thank you for participating in the chat. And yeah, thank you to everyone who likes the video. Thank you to the people who subscribe. Thank you to the people who follow on Twitch, because we're trying to get to 50 followers on Twitch. Thank you. Idiots are saying, so you want to leave me soon? Oh my God, man. Oh my God. No, I don't want to leave. I have to. But yeah, thank you to everyone who's liking the video. I'm not going to ask you to do it. I'm just going to thank you for doing it. Thank you. Thank you for doing it. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for being nice and helpful. That really helps. It's very beautiful of you. You're a nice person. You're the best. You are a hero to humanity. So thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks to you, there will be world peace. And thanks to you, like, children will never starve. And thanks to you, like there'll always be water in the world, like fresh water and all that. So all because you liked this video and because you subscribed and because you followed me on Twitch, and that's going to create a virtuous circle of things that's going to end up creating world peace one day. So you are a hero to humanity. That's all you. That's all on you. You are amazing, YouTube bots. Thank you for being there, YouTube bots. You know, it's 10 of you. You know, because the people on Twitch, I know them and they are real. You know, like they talk and all. You know, they have like they have fingers and they write, and so they like, you know, they type stuff and I see like they type these weird icons and they put them there on the chat. And I can see them, right? But I don't know you. What are you? YouTube bots? 10 people, 10 of you there. 10 of you. Are you a bot? What are you? What are you even doing? Yeah, but you are going to create world peace anyway, right? Because you liked the video. So, hey, can't say anything else, you know? The virtual circle that you're creating. Thank you so much. All right. Enough with the BS. Let's go in here and fix our problems. We can't fix the world, but we can't fix the world one spawn tower at a time, can we? So first things first, we need to create some kind of mode here, right? We need to disable the mouse somehow. The YouTube bot conspiracy is going to be exposed finally. Yes. We're gonna call one of those guys, one of those Eddie Bravos, and this what's it called? Yeah, it's gonna be on Joe Rogan soon. Yeah, Epstein list. YouTube bot conspiracy. That's the thing. That's the real thing. So how do we disable this? I mean, we can sort of easily do it. We can dodgily do it, but I think we should do it in a more like sensible way, right? In a more like, hey, let's do this in proper way. So there's two approaches, in the sense that we can approach it on the side of the raycast, say, hey, there's a menu open, don't do this. Or we can do it in the or we're clicking a menu item. So, you know, we can do it on the menu side and say we're clicking a menu item. So we create like this variable that says we're clicking a menu item. You know, we're doing menu stuff. So this is what we do now. So we could do something like that. And that may be more scalable going into the future, I guess. Well, it would create some confusion because we need to add that to every like menu that we don't want to have any like disable screen interactions, things like that, you know? Like I'm sorry I hit you there. I'm sorry. So yeah, like disable screen interactions. Something like that. So that we know we can't do stuff on the screen if we have a menu on. So if you click on a menu item, you know, like if you click a menu item that I'm interacting with menu, then I don't want to interact with screen. You know, no scene interaction, no nothing. No, menus. But not the other way around. I don't care the other way around. So we just care about through the menu, right? But does it happen in the menu? Like the menu says, we're here. Hey, this is a menu item. But now we need to add it on every one of these things. That's a pain in the arse. That's a big pain in the arse. Like it's a massive pain in the arse. Like it's a big pain in the arse. So mostly because yeah, the annoyance here is that the annoyance here. Wait, no. Because yeah, here's the thing. Here's the thing I'm thinking about. Okay, hear me out. I don't want this to be tied to a certain logic that is only going to be helpful within the constraints of a specific API or game, we need this to be flexible because this is a template, right? That's the biggest problem we're facing here. If it was a game and this was a specific game that I'm making and this is the game itself, I can make any system I want and that's the game and fuck all. Who cares, right? This is my game, you know? I mean, that's it. But that's not the case here. The situation here is that we have a game that is not really a game. It's more like a template. So we need to be more careful with the API and the stuff that we do. Okay, we need to be careful here. We need to be, we need to thread lightly. So you see YouTube bots. We have 8 people now. We have 8 YouTube bots now. So 2 YouTube bots are left, and nobody has commented yet. This is getting strange. This is getting strange. It's so weird. I mean, yeah, and we have, and I think it's only you, Ediosas. Yeah. This is just on Twitch. It's strange, man. This is strange. I don't know. I don't know what to think of YouTube. So we have this is set assembly point. So set assembly point is happening in the spawn tower. Okay, so hear me out. Should the set assembly point be part of the spawn tower, or should be part of the game logic? And should be the game logic the one deciding where to set the spawn points for each tower? Like if we select a tower, the game logic knows, like the one who knows if something's selected is the game logic, right? So if the game logic knows what's selected, but it's always basing that on the base that is selected, then maybe the tower is picking up the spawn point that is part of the base, right? So, like we said today, we don't want we want to change this system where the spawn point is part of the tower. We want to change it to be part of the base, so we can set it like default somewhere, right? So we set it default here. And the thing is, when we're selecting a tower, we're actually selecting the base, and we're just saying doesn't have a tower. Then if it has a tower, we open the tower menu. And if it has no tower, then we open the base menu where we select the tower. So that's the 2 things we have here, the 2 systems in place. So 2 systems at play, we'll say. So I think it's fair to say that when we click on this, right? When we click on this here, right? So we have this. When we click here, right? All right, well, we're sending the minions there now. But when we click here, this is the base menu, right? And when we click here, this will be the you see nothing's happened because this doesn't have any interactions for menu. The interactions are happening to the base, not to the tower itself, for the menus. So we could handle that within the game logic and deciding in the game logic what to do with the spawn point. So we could do the same enabling, disabling within the game logic directly and not in the spawn tower. That means we could just move this logic to the game, this move assembly point stuff to the game logic. That would be another one. That would be a way to handle this, I guess. Set assembly point. No, set assembly point is fine because this is the one that. Yeah, that's the problem I have. So the set assembly point could be here in the spawn tower, but then the raycasting and all that could be part of the game logic, like actually doing the interactions within the scene. Chica say, nice to have you here still, Chica. I have a quote of the year. You're coding the code for code that will execute code that has been pre-checked by code and will run in code on another piece of code. Yes, sir. Yes, chica. Yes. That's exactly what's going on here. I'm writing code that is writing code. And yeah, because I'm writing the engine, I'm creating the engine where I'm creating the template that is going to be creating a game. So it's like a, you know, or maybe even it's going to be creating the tools for a game. So it could actually, you know, you could elongate that chain. You could kind of make that chain even longer. It's crazy, isn't it? That's crazy. Okay, I'm tired now. I'm tired. I see people leaving YouTube. Nobody in YouTube has commented. I'm pissed. YouTube, what's going on, YouTube? What's going on? Look at me now. Okay, let's just remove this thing from now. Okay, look at me, YouTube. What's going on? What's going on? What's wrong with you? Like, who hurt you, YouTube? Who hurt you? What's going on? My bots are leaving me. There's 7 people now. And, you know, I mean, I didn't hire you bots, but I mean, at least if you come here, just say something. Just say hello. I mean, if you're going to be a bot, be a good bot and pretend that you're real. You're a real boy. You know? Because this way it doesn't work, you know? It doesn't work. It's just, you know, it's I can tell you're not real. I can tell you're not real. It's just, you know, just pretend you're real, you know? If this is going to be some Terminator bullshit, you need to pretend, you know? You need to kind of make me feel like you're in control, you know? This is not it, you know? This is not it. Yeah, I know. So yeah, I'm gonna read you now. I'm just gonna read you now before I leave, because the bots are leaving. So I just, you know, can't live without these bots. Hardware has built-in code and runs code. The code runs code. That will load code and an execution code. Yeah, the code will load more code. Yeah, and code will used to run code. Yes. And that code will be used to make code. Yes. And then that code will be used to make more code. Yes. It's like food that makes food. Yes. You know, it's like eating your own shit. It's amazing. It's beautiful. It's like drinking your own piss, eating your own shit. It's gorgeous stuff, you know. Not that, please say. Yeah. Definitely not the good. Definitely not the good take. The one, mine was not the good take. Yeah. Some people probably got happy hearing that though. You know, there's people for everything. You know, there's people who like that kind of stuff. You know, for everyone that hates it, there's someone who loves it. You know, remember that. Everyone, in order for someone to really hate something, someone has to really love that, right? Too much code in code exception thrown. That's it. That's good. I guess, yeah. Too much code in code. Yeah, that's it. I can see that happening, right? I guess. Yeah. The problem is it unhandled or is it handled? But yeah, thank you for being there. I really appreciate you, Twitch people, for writing, actually chatting and being chatty, and that's very helpful. Thank you so much. I very much appreciate it. How can code handle code? Good question. Good question. How can code handle code? Does it have love handles? Maybe that's how you handle it. So, Twitch bots are the best. Yes, you're the best Twitch bots I've ever had. Thank you so much for being there, for being very nice Twitch bots. And I hope to see you sometime soon. And you're welcome. Thank you so much. Yes, you will see me soon because you will see me on Thursday. Yes, so you know that YouTube bots, you get your schedule there, your execution schedule for Thursday, about 7 p.m. GMT. So you know the exact time where you kind of have to start looking for my live stream coming on. Kind of the same title probably, so you can't fail your algorithm execution. Just come in, and play Terminator with us. It's fine. We like it. It's okay. Just if you don't mind, next time, just learn some procedures so you can like chat, live some chats, and maybe I don't know, do something, just like the video or subscribe. I don't know if have you subscribed yet, bots? Subscribe, follow me on Twitch. Do you want to also like run another window to follow me on Twitch? Do that as well, bots. Thank you so much for being there. And get best bot code in bot beers. No, but yeah, those are the those are the Twitch bots. Yeah, get the best code and the best bots there. Yeah, the best viewers. Yeah, that's an amazing. It's always there. That bot always comes in. I don't know what that bot, that Twitch bot. It's just it doesn't miss one stream. I guess it's my most loyal viewer is the Twitch bot. Always there, always there. Thanks, Idiosas. Follow everywhere. Yes. And go into Discord. Join our Discord if you want to ask questions, leave stuff there. There's a live stream talk channel that nobody ever uses because nobody ever comes here. So you see, this is a very personal, very, very intimate meeting here. And, very closed quarters thing. And so, yeah, there's a privileged space between the two of us, the 3 and 4 and 5 of us. How many we are here? So, you know what I'm going to do? We have 2 people on Twitch. So I'm going to ask you, I'm going to look for something, okay? I'm going to see if my friend's on Twitch. I'm just going to rate him because you're 2 people here. So if there's one person, I usually don't rate anyone, but because it doesn't make any sense. But let's see if we can. If my friend's here, we'll rate him so he's happy. And like, hey, Mike. Yeah, I think Mike's online. Yeah, we'll go to his live stream. Yeah, and we'll rate him right now. He's doing some game development too. And we'll rate him now. So he has you can subscribe as well to his stuff, and he has a cat, and you can feed his cat with the points there. So that's a fun thing to watch, and I think you can still make him do squats. He has the points thing, and when you can use the points to feed his cat or make him do squats. So that's amazing. I think that's so fun. So, go to my friend's mic there. We're gonna rate him. So stay there, please stay tuned. So we rate him, and he's happy. Let's see this. Go stream manager. I don't even know how to do this yet. I'm just learning now. So we rate channel. Let's rate. Where is my friend Mike? Mike. There you go. Let's go to his channel, and we start the rate here. Let's go. Coming in. Yes, we're going in. We're rating in 1, 0. There you go. So Twitch people are rating now. You're probably hearing him now. Let's say hello to him. If you okay, got it. Yeah. There you go. So you're going into the raid now. You're going into the raid, and you're becoming. You're raiding him now. And you two bots, thank you so much for being there. I'm going in now to watch my friend's stream and see you on the next time. Bye bye.